The Dakota's Crying Lady. Beneath the ornate facade of the Dakota, a dread-laden legend known only as the Crying Lady casts a chilling veil over its storied halls. Whispers of her torment echo through the grandeur of the historic building, a spectral presence that evokes shivers of terror in those who dare to listen. She is a ghostly enigma, a figure of eternal sorrow, her mournful cries a haunting melody that pierces the very soul. Steeped in darkness and bound by grief, the Crying Lady waits, her spectral form a chilling testament to the power of anguish to transcend the realm of the living. Within the venerable confines of the Dakota, a place of architectural grandeur and historical significance, a sinister legend known as the Crying Lady holds its spectral grip. Whispers of this macabre tale spread like wildfire through the city, painting a haunting portrait of a sorrowful soul trapped in eternal anguish. Centuries ago, the story goes, a woman named Judy Garland resided in the opulent apartments of the Dakota. A mother plagued by tragedy, she was said to have lost her beloved child in the very heart of the building. The anguish that followed her loss consumed her, and her once joyous countenance was twisted into a mask of inconsolable grief. Witnesses, both former residents and visitors, recount chilling encounters with the Crying Lady. In the dead of night, when the moon casts eerie shadows upon the building's facade, those brave enough to wander the corridors speak of hearing ghostly sobs that seem to resonate from the very walls. Guests reported catching fleeting glimpses of a spectral figure, clad in a tattered gown and bathed in an otherworldly glow, her tear-streaked face contorted in sorrow. One resident, a skeptic-turned-believer, shared a harrowing tale of a midnight encounter. As she padded down the dimly lit hallway towards her apartment, she was suddenly overcome by a sense of cold dread. The air grew heavy with an inexplicable sadness, and the faint sound of a woman weeping reached her ears. In her peripheral vision, she caught sight of a figure, vague yet unmistakable, standing at the end of the corridor. Frozen in terror, she watched as the spectral form dissipated, leaving a trail of echoes in its wake. Another eyewitness account came from a maintenance worker who had spent decades attending to the Dakota's intricate details. In a hushed confession, he revealed how he had come face to face with the Crying Lady during one fateful evening. As he climbed a dimly lit staircase, a distant whimpering drew him toward the building's darkest recesses. There, in the faint light, he saw her, a woman swathed in a spectral shroud, her tear-filled eyes locking with his for an instant before fading away. In the heart of the Dakota, the legend of the Crying Lady persists, an unsettling reminder of the power of grief to transcend even death itself. Skeptic or believer, those who enter its halls can't help but feel the weight of history and the touch of something unearthly, a presence forever entwined with the building's storied past. Should you find yourself in the chilling embrace of the Crying Lady's presence within the hallowed walls of the Dakota, dread will undoubtedly grip your heart like icy talons. In the face of such a spectral enigma, your instincts may urge you to flee, to escape the ethereal tendrils of grief that threaten to ensnare you. But take heed, for those who attempt to escape her grasp may find themselves ensnared in a web of shadows, their footsteps echoing hollowly as they are led further into the building's labyrinthine passages. The weeping of the Crying Lady could intensify, morphing into a cacophony of anguished cries that resonate through the very marrow of your bones, clouding your thoughts and blurring the line between reality and the macabre. Should you dare to meet her gaze, those tear-filled eyes might pierce your soul, a searing connection that binds you to her torment. Your pulse quickens as a realization dawns: escape is no longer an option. Her mournful wails might begin to echo in your ears, drowning out rational thought, sowing seeds of despair that take root in the darkest corners of your mind. In the face of such dire circumstances, your only hope might lie in acknowledging her sorrow, in somehow expressing empathy for the anguish that binds her spirit. Only then, amid the darkness and the relentless cries, might you glimpse a flicker of solace, a momentary reprieve from the suffocating grasp of her spectral presence. But beware, for it is a delicate balance, a dance on the precipice of the unknown. Push too far, and her sorrow might consume you entirely, a vessel for her misery to linger within for eternity. Fail to connect with her suffering, and you risk becoming another tragic chapter in the Crying Lady's mournful saga. So, if fate should guide you into the chilling company of the Crying Lady within the haunting embrace of the Dakota, remember this tale of sorrow and woe. Your actions in that fateful moment may well determine your own destiny, and whether you emerge unscathed or forever entwined with the spectral echoes of a grief-stricken soul.